Well, hello everyone, and welcome again to this month's deTour here at Palmer Pharmacy. I'm Jackson Osborne, the Preservation Outreach Manager. We're thrilled to have you, especially here at such an important site that the Bluegrass Trust was so involved in. I'm not going to go on too long because it's very hot outside, but just wanted to let you know some events that we have coming up. So please mark your calendars for September 4th for our next deTour. That's going to be top to bottom Hanover Tower. Be a lot of fun. There's going to be an open bar, I'm told.
Right.
And then on September 26th for our Hope Month lecture, that's going to feature Frankie Van he wrote Anarchist Guide to House Museums. So it's a free event. We just want you to register. So if you're not signed up for our e-blast, please get on that and we'll see you then. I'm going to turn this over to my Executive Director, John Coleman. Well, he does so well.
Ask for money. No,
do you want to do it over here? There we go.
On this corner?
I mean, that's not Executive Director.
Yeah, play.
Well, thank you all for coming out to our August deTour. Really an exciting chance. Of course, all of our deTours are pretty special. The Bluegrass has so many great historic properties, but this one is especially special for the Bluegrass Trust, simply because of the involvement that we were able to do with this building, but also for what it means, I think, for preservation moving forward. I think Palmer Pharmacy really is a shining example of what historic preservation can be in our future, and what it can mean to communities, and what it can mean to Central Kentucky. So if you don't know, the Bluegrass Trust back in 2017 got involved when there were fears that this building was going to be demolished. The city had taken control of it, wasn't exactly sure what to do. It was in a pretty poor state. And so the Bluegrass Trust, we intervened. We started a group called the Palmer Pharmacy Consortium, sort of working with folks within this neighborhood and across the city to see if we couldn't do something to help save this important building, obviously important to its community, and important to Kentucky's civil rights history. And so through those effects, we were able to raise a little money. We were able to find some important partners. And of course, the really important partner was the United Way of the Bluegrass. So finding someone who had a plan for this building, a future for this building, and a love for it was super important. And so thanks to those sort of combination of efforts, we were able to make sure that this building not only got preserved, but also has a long-term, viable, financially sustainable future, right? That helps to keep this building going for many years into the future. And so it's projects like this that the Bluegrass Trust really gets excited about. You know, the last thing that any neighborhood in Lexington needs is, you know, another empty lot, you know, covered in gravel or something like this. And so now you can see this beautiful building that is once again providing care and connection within this community. The same thing that Dr. Palmer built this building to do, you know, back in the 1960s. So we're really grateful for that. We're especially grateful to the Marksberry family, to the city of Lexington who helped to fund this, to the African American Cultural Heritage Action Fund of the National Trust for Historic Preservation, who were able to give funds to us, some anonymous folks who were able to contribute as well, and supporters like you all. So if you've donated to the Bluegrass Trust, you've donated to this building too. So we're really, really grateful. And with that, I'd like to hand it over to the United Way. I just want to show us through what they're doing here, tell us a little bit more about the history. I believe it.
Can I stay here? Do you need to trade with
No,
you?
not at all.
All right. Welcome, everybody. I'm here to welcome you all on behalf of the President and CEO of the United Way of the Bluegrass, Mr. Timothy Johnson. I am Patrice Mohammed. I am Vice President of Community Impact. So all of the front-facing work that we do is part of my team. We'll get a little more into that as we go inside. But we wanted to let you know a little bit about the United Way, that we serve a 10-county area. One of those counties, of course, is Fayette County. Again, thank you to the generosity of the Marksberry family. We've been able to renovate this historic property, and it's made a huge difference in the community. So we're really excited about it. We had a ribbon cutting on May 13th. We had plenty of dignitaries, business people, politicians, right? But a lot of our neighborhood friends, they work during the day. So tomorrow night, we are having a block party to really celebrate the opening of the WayPoint Center. There's a sign right there on the door. It'll be from 6 to 8. We'll be blocking the street. Ice cream truck is coming from one of the local banks, and we'll have music festivities and the doors wide open to make sure that we're able to welcome the community. Again, this center is named, very long name, the Marksberry Family WayPoint Center at the historic Palmer Pharmacy. Because, of course, we want to honor the Marksberry family, but we wanted to make sure that we honor the history of the historic Palmer Pharmacy that this community has come to know and love. So this is the largest program-based grant that we've ever received from the Marksberry. It's $1 million to help us pay this problem. And we'll be able to see some of the tremendous upgrades we were able to make sure that it's fully accessible to the community with the addition of elevators and things like that. So the significance of this location for us as a United Way is that we have 2 WayPoint centers in 40508 zip code because it's the area that has the lowest household income. Previously, we had operations in the Charles Young Center, so we were looking for another location in this area, and we were very grateful that we had the opportunity to move our operations here. So, again, welcome, and we'll get the tour started inside. Yes, I'll mention that. Absolutely. So we'll gather right here.
We're already here.
Yep, you guys were already here. We'll stay here. Come on into the air conditioning. Welcome, welcome. What we decided is, as you all can see, this is a narrow building, right? Not a lot of room left to right. So I'll give you as much information as I think I've got for you. And then you guys can kind of just walk through on your own. Our marketing director, Jen Goebel, will be upstairs. She'll be able to answer any questions up there. But there's a lot of information for you all to read on the walls. So we'll get started. So what is a WayPoint Center? Has anybody heard of the WayPoint Center before? Okay. a little bit. So what we do at our WayPoint Centers, we have 3 in Fayette County. We bring the resources to the people who need them the most. We promote self-sufficiency. So we help people if they need emergency, safety net service referrals. But then we also help people with budgeting, financing, budgeting and finance, help them with credit restoration. We also help them if they like to, purchase an asset, if they need help with job seeking services. All those things happen here. So let's talk a little bit about the interior. So here in this area, you're going to see on the wall, we've got the history of Dr. Palmer, the history of the East End. We thought it was very important for people to know why they're in this building and why we chose it. But here we have dedicated staff members who work with the community, as we said. And we really want to continue the legacy of care that Dr. Palmer gave to the community. He was a physician. A lot of people in the community actually worked here at the counter of the drugstore that they sold ice cream. And so it's just a great memory in the community. So, this building was constructed in 1961. Again, it was a luncheonette, but also his doctor's office and also a pharmacy. So a lot of activity in the building. So again, it was in a lot of disrepair. We were able to preserve the exterior. So all the brick is as it was in 61. Did our best to restore the glass windows so that they could be just as we saw them back in 61, though not original. What do we have? Got lots of temporary spaces, huddle rooms down the hallway. That's where our service partners help out. And again, history here, history in the back room that you'll be able to see more on the wall. And you guys are free to walk around.
If you're interested in seeing what the building looked like before the United Way did all of this wonderful work, we have that video on our website. So we were, we were here earlier.
Yep.
So it's an amazing transformation.
I gotta say something though. If it was not for Bluegrass Trust, this building would not be here. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Percy.
that.
Yes.
But again, this is where we serve our clients. They come here. We've got meeting rooms. Got lots of meeting space available for the community. We have some rooms available for rent. So we are looking for any small businesses. Well, we shouldn't say small business, but maybe independent practitioners like an insurance agent, attorney or something who may need a space in the East End. We have some room there. But we also have meeting rooms that are available for the community to borrow. Just give us a call. So feel free to roam about. We've got elevators on the left, stairs in the back.
Nice. Good job.
What could be cool is get wider enough.
Yeah.
2016. I'm guessing just 2016 because I know that's Splash the City.
You still do it. Looks great. It looks like anything you think of
Pharmacy on Georgetown Street, they lived above that.
Okay.
John had more than one. Yes, he had one on Georgetown Street. That one was actually the one that was firebombed by the KKK.
Oh, wow.
So his family, they lived above it, and they were actually in it when it was firebombed. And his wife, his daughter, and I think he was there as well. They were trapped upstairs. It took them a little over an hour to get them out. And that was why he ended up selling that space, and then he sold this. He kind of got out of the business, and he went and worked for Walgreens as a pharmacist.
Was there something personal about the choice to bomb his
business, or was it just?
He was the first African American pharmacist in the area. So, I mean, it was followed by the KKK, so I think that was probably just, he was a powerful black man. He was he was outspoken, and I think it was just a message they were trying to send. Yes, he was an activist, so unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yes. Very true.
Pickleball is okay. Pickleball's fine.
Oh, cool. That has to go well.
Yeah.
My daughter's doing it. Really? What day?
You're sure.
Oh, on the 21st. But she gets ultrasound every time she's yeah. Yeah.
Set letters
No, that makes sense. Make sure.
And that house was here.
Girls down, and
Sometime
the last picture was like her foot was in his bed, like you can see right there. It's like, oh god, they're already fighting.